Welcome back and good morning, everybody. So, yeah, I know you don't usually see me in the morning. I'm usually only on at night because, well, I don't really get up in the morning. So, but welcome. And it was a good day to get up early because it dropped the new Superman teaser trailer. It's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds long, is according to the timer. A few thousand people have already seen it. It's only been out for about half an hour, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. So we started a little late, had a little problem with YouTube, but we're not going to get into that right now. But we fixed it somewhat. We kind of fixed it. So, so if you haven't had a chance to see the trailer yet, we're going to talk about the trailer. So be forewarned, I guess, for best I can say. I got my partner in crime here again.
Hello.
And he is still half asleep.
Yes.
It was, I remember when I was
and a little
20,
sleep, but it is,
21.
It is what it is.
I mean, I used to be, get up. Let's get up and go. Come on.
That's how I am, under the sun of the world. But here, I just want to sleep.
You're still on European time. I can't wait to get the cameras and all that up and running so people can. It's a good thing you're not on camera because you look like crap. At least I got up, I took a shower, had a cup of coffee.
I took a shower. Well, not this morning, yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
Technically this morning. I did take it this morning.
All right.
3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. But still showering nonetheless.
Well, okay. All right. So first impressions, we watched it a couple times through the Superman trailer. I'm going to put up some little stills here. Boom. So what did you think? What did you think of the Superman trailer? And I'll tell you mine.
I really like it. I've got a lot of hope for it. I like Guy Gardner. I think we both agree on that.
Yeah, we're going to get to Guy Gardner in a second. Yeah, absolutely.
They did a great job with set and costume. I think it's...
his costume, I always was a big fan of Cavill's costume. I thought but this costume, this Kingdom Come costume, I think it looks great. I think, I think you're absolutely right. They got that. You have to get that right?
Right. I think it's going to be a little more dark at certain points, but still uplifting. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it looks like it hits all the chords. Yeah,
it hits all the chords.
Yeah, it looks playful. It looks dark. There's some moments you're like, okay.
Like when the first clip. Spoiler alert to the trailer, I guess.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen the trailer yet, this is how it begins. Really, Superman comes crashing down in the snow, and when you get a close up of him, he's bleeding. He's spitting out blood. It's not like, James Gunn's setting us up like, okay, it's Superman, but something kicked his ass, and we're not sure exactly what kicked his ass or how he got his ass kicked, but he got kicked. But that visual right there is awesome. I think the costumes look. We're gonna talk about I may love the Superman costume. We're gonna get to Guy Gardner in a second. I thought they got his costume really well done. They got the jacket,
the double-breasted jacket.
Yeah. Well, in DC Universe Online, the game, when that game first began, it was like the first couple of years it was out, they first started introducing lanterns. Mm-hmm. Lantern storyline. His jacket was one of the prized items to get. It's like, I got, one of the big drops. Like, I got Guy Gardner's vest. It's like, so it's like, and so when I saw that and there's a vest, and we're going to look at the haircut, and people are going to be like, what's with the haircut? I'm like, no, that's his haircut. But anyway, so it starts out, he gets his ass kicked.
And we get Crypto.
And we get Crypto, baby.
Love Crypto.
He calls Crypto out. He whistles for it, and then Crypto just comes running through the snow like a beast. And it's like, so it goes from this like, oh shoot, Superman got his ass kicked, to oh cool, Crypto's here to bring him home, and he goes, bring me home. He says home, and Crypto drags him by the cape to bring him to the fortress. And I thought it was just
hurt.
But I think Crypto looks awesome.
No, I think they did a great job with Crypto. I thought he did do a hound dog, so I was surprised to kind of have more with kind of more fluffy, kind of huggable one.
Traditionally,
it's a hound.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I don't know. It's a small change.
Small change, but yeah. So I'm digging it. So Crypto. Then it goes into just a bunch of montages, right? We get our first look at Nicholas Hoult. Luthor, looking
6-piece.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I don't know who he's looking at with that gun, but it's probably who knows? Maybe he's got a kryptonite bullet in it.
I was gonna say, I figured there's probably a kryptonite bullet in that thing.
He looks great in that part. Like,
they did a great job.
The hell with what's his name, Jesse Eisenberg, whatever the guy's name is,
the one who played the last time.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're trying to play it all like. I didn't
mind that too much.
Ah, God,
I didn't mind it. It was funny. Granny's peach tea.
It just annoyed me. I'm like, that annoyed me.
That's
really.
fair.
Excuse me for a second. But great actor. You can't take anything away from Nicholas Hoult as a great actor, great talent, and obviously, just the facial expression alone just shows me like, okay, he gets the character. There's hate in those eyes.
There's anger and frustration.
Yeah. And there's a lot going on. And I think you're going to get and Gunn even kind of alluded to it, you're going to get a really different Luthor in a way of like, they're going to really explore the character, not necessarily change the character, but explore.
It's not going to just be like, he's rich and he's upset that Superman's popular.
Well, yeah, he's an evil genius. I mean, remember, Luthor started out as a redheaded, mad scientist in the comics. Like, that was his first appearance.
Right.
And, eventually lost his hair and turned into what he turned into. But I think, when you get the rich businessman, the power billionaire, the ruler of the world, and you combine him with the evil genius scientist. Like, for me, the perfect Luthor is the one from the animated series, Superman animated series.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the perfect Luthor.
You can't really beat that.
And I don't care if people complain, it's race swapped. I don't care. That's who cares about that, right? Because that's the perfect Luthor. And it was Clancy Brown's voice, but like that character, and I think you can get a lot of that here. But just looks great, and it looks like those are the cells that Superman breaks out of. You get shots of Clark Kent looking all dorky, great. He looks dorky running into the Daily Planet. You get shots of Lois Lane.
You can understand why people would not expect him to be Superman.
Yeah, and
it's not just glasses.
Yeah, there's like very little origin story in this, which we talked about yesterday, which I think is great. We don't need it. We know where he came from, right?
Came from space.
Yep.
Landed on the farm.
Little baby. We've seen it, done it, been there. But we get some other things in here that really surprised me in this trailer. I didn't think we were gonna get. So far, Superman looks great. The movie looks great. It looks like it's shot for IMAX.
I want to say I like I bring up the set design again because remember the old the last live Superman movie, they made it like really modern, just like, oh, here's a basic building, basic like American City, which is fine. But I mean, if there's a comparison of like the Daily Planet used in this film with the actual proper globe on top, and the Daily Planet used in the last film, which just says Daily Planet on like a basic building, that tells you a lot about how much this meant for them to set.
You feel like you're in a different city. It's like you're looking at here we got the people getting mad at Superman. Obviously, not everybody's a fan. They start throwing things at him as he walks in, but I think you're right. Like, it feels like you're in like there's like a world building. There's that Silver Age. Created. There's this. We're gonna get to the kaiju in a second, which really puts it into another kind of world building. It feels comic booky, but it feels retro, vintage. But
it blends everything perfectly.
Yeah, it really does. So far, it's like, wow, okay, so we got this going well. I mean, he looks great. He looks great as Superman.
No, I didn't. Again,
got the little curl, like you said yesterday.
You have the classic. You gotta have the classic curl.
Again, love the freaking costume. Love the colors they're using. Because everybody goes too dark blue, too light blue, the reds, you get all the angry people in the background shouting at them. Looks like me when I used to work at Target and Black Friday, just people shouting at me, get me my PlayStation. Anyways, so really good. Oh, the music.
Yeah, the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack. It was John Williams' theme, guitar, modern. It was just cool. It was just so cool. It just sounded. You had everything going for it. Yeah, the soundtrack. Oh, hey, how you doing? We got a little reverb. So the soundtrack, the music sounded really cool. You gotta love that. Then we get to the kaiju here. What is this thing?
Just
as a comic book nerd, I looked at it and go, I've seen Superman fight big monsters before, but I'm like, what is that?
I mean, I had the old vintage like Superman cartoon episodes. From I think like the 40s, 50s, whatever, maybe 60s. And I thought maybe it was like a reference to, because there's an episode there where he fights what looks like a dinosaur from Frozen in Ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, maybe it's like a reference to like the old kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe this is like, my theory is that this is like the beginning of the movie. He's the first kind of big conflict. You know what I mean?
Well, let's put on the split screen. We took some screenshots here, and we've been looking at them and talking about them. But let's take a look at them. There you see we get the kaiju, but there's Superman in the snow where it begins, and he's all bleeding and whatnot. Looks great contrast. Film looks good.
Probably the climax.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the climax. That's the opening. That's probably how. I don't know if that's how it opens.
I don't think that's gonna be how they open it. I feel like they're trying to set him up for a big kind of like.
There's Krypto.
Something to overcome.
Yeah. There's Krypto. Again, great. Looks good.
I'm not saying he loses, but I'm saying maybe he gets into a fight and he just.
There we go. There's Lex Luthor. There we go. Right there. Hate. There's hate in that guy's eyes. There's hate in that guy's eyes.
Right.
There's hate. I love it. I just love the fact that he's got the little pinky ring there. I don't know if that's a wedding ring or what the hell that is.
It's a power ring. That's
a power ring, baby. But there is hate in that man's eyes. Just great. Just calculating it. I just love it. Just freaking yes. Finally, because Kevin Spacey did Lex Luthor, and I didn't like his Lex Luthor.
Really?
No, I didn't like it. It was too, I don't know. Just, it didn't
sit right.
Didn't sit right with me. Lex Luthor's a prick, but I don't think he's going to kill a child.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
sounds about right.
Here we go. Here's the people. Like again, you got Metropolis in the background, Superman, people angry at him. Just, where's my money? Guy throwing a can of soup at him. I don't know what the hell is that. A beer? It's like, just settle down, sir.
It better be
look,
beer,
right? Look, he's getting equal hate. All races don't like you, buddy.
I wonder what happened.
Get out of our country, you illegal alien. Anyways,
wow.
Jesus, that's just I just picture that being the whole thing.
You didn't get papers.
Yeah,
legally.
And then here's the kaiju again, or whatever you call that.
It's a kaiju monster.
And that's a big monster. I mean, it's Superman versus Godzilla, I guess. It's got all these horns, this beast. I mean, is this something mystical? Is it something from, the mystical part of DC? You think about I don't know, Trigon and Raven and all that. I mean, is it something there, or is it or is it something that Luthor created, or is it, something ancient? Because there is ancient magic in here, because you get Hawkgirl.
True.
We're going to get a couple other reveals here in a second. You get Hawkgirl. We know we're going to get Hawkgirl. Isabella Merced playing Hawkgirl, right? So you get some ancient magic going on there. You get some ancient powers there. Ancient creatures possibilities. So, okay. We're going to get the guy Gardner in a second. So there's beasts and creatures, and who knows if it come from space. Because if you're a Green Lantern, then okay, you've already established there's a huge world out there, and it's more of a universe. It's not just Earth sitting pretty, okay? But look, I mean, I think it looks great. I mean, this one's still shot. I mean, the trailer looked good. For some reason, this building looks familiar. I don't know if this is New York City. Where the hell they filmed this? This building looks familiar to me. I've been here before.
Probably.
Anyways, I've been to wherever that is. I've been there. All right. Nathan Fillion, there he is. Guy Gardner, got the haircut and all, the bowl cut, the double-breasted jacket. Yeah, looks great. Look, I mean, he looks like a jerk. I mean, Guy Gardner's a jerk. He's a Green Lantern, and he's a great Green Lantern.
But he's a dick.
He's an and that face, you look at that face, you go, that guy's a douchebag, right? And you're like, all right, he fits. But he comes striding in, just shooting that power ring, and just, all right, and it's Stag Industries. We got Luthor's LexCorp. You got Stag Industries, which plays a big role. You're gonna have, I'm gonna think Maxwell Lord. It's gonna be a different Maxwell. It's gonna be played by Sean Gunn, James Gunn's brother. It's not gonna be the Wonder Woman Maxwell Lord. That was from 1984. Wonder Woman 1984, which is a terrible movie, and kind of just, okay, we're going to get rid of that. Maxwell Lord can be a great villain, hidden villain, kind of ally, but, he's a villain, but he's a great character from the comics. They really screwed him up because they wanted to be so let's face it, Wonder Woman 1984 wanted to turn that guy into like Donald Trump. They wanted to make this big commentary, Maxwell Lord, 80s businessman. He's Donald Trump. He's going to ruin the world. And friggin' just stop it. Stop it. So obviously they're not doing that with this. So you get Stag Industries. So there's a lot of...
See, all I remember is Cheetah, to be honest. And that was bad.
That was bad.
That was terrible.
That was so terrible. And Kristen Wiig is usually pretty good at some of the stuff she does. But anyways, we're not going to rehash that. So Green Lantern, again, that's a win. I don't have any losses in this.
The only losses, I wish I had more.
Yeah, I wish I had more. That's it.
I could kind of theorize and kind of figure out more. But
Mr. Terrific. At one point, you get Mr. Terrific and Superman. It looks like they're battling inside of a like RFK Stadium or something. Baseball stadium. Something.
No, it's a baseball stadium.
Is it a baseball stadium?
Because what's funny is they use like what looks like the Cleveland Guardian script for Metro.
Oh.
For like Metropolitans, I think, kind of like for the whatever the team name is in the background.
All right. Oh, shot in Cleveland, maybe. All right. See? But Mr. Terrific here. So, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Where's he fallen? Now, not many people are going to know Mr. Terrific. This is going to be one of the characters I think they're going to have to reintroduce or introduce in the first place. I think people are going to be kind of familiar with Hawk Girl. She's been in a few different things.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. I think they're going to see a Green Lantern. They're going to have to kind of like, who is Guy Gardner? But they're going to see a Green Lantern. Okay, we got to kind of understand that. Superman, of course. Lex Luthor, of course. Everybody's going to know that. So far, so good. I don't know who he's protecting here. Is that Lois?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's protecting somebody. Maybe he's got a thing for Lois. Maybe, him and Mr. Terrific, kind of have a little...
Well, it looks like it's...
I mean, you got other people ducking. I mean, these are robots, right?
Yeah, no. Could be soldiers.
I mean, those don't look like... they come in wrist guns. They could be soldiers, yeah. I mean, LexCorp stormtroopers.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Wait, look at the zoom in on the woman.
Her?
Yeah, her.
That's got to be Lois.
Because it's got black hair, right?
Yeah, that's Lois. It's got to be Lois.
Maybe it's like a Mr. Terrific's like, all right, Superman's like in the eyes, dying.
I don't know
if you die, or else he's gonna get me.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's working for Lex. Higher.
Yeah, maybe he's
gun for hire.
Yeah, how they're gonna do this, but
kidnap Lois.
Definitely a lot of Justice League International going on here. Silver Age. It's just it looks great. Looks great. I love how everything like there's the T-spheres. See these? His T-spheres.
Yeah.
I mean that's what he does. Those little balls they call them his T-spheres. He just throws them in the air. They do what they need him to do.
No, I remember that.
So he's a genius.
That's all I remember.
So okay, cool.
It's been a while.
And then. Boom.
This is I was weirded out by this for a moment. I was like,
I had totally forgotten about this. I had to go, listen, if you're a fan of the Gotham TV series, which I am, I know some people, they look down upon it. Listen, it was a fun series. Let it go. One of the best, if not the best character was Victor Zsasz, played by Anthony Carrigan. I'm so excited to see him get another role in a big-time comic book film. He's going to play the Element Man, not the Elephant Man, the Element Man, Metamorpho. Again, you're dealing with Egyptian gods, Egyptian artifacts, Egyptian agent magic. That's what turns him into this. So his body he could turn into whatever element that he needs to be. And of course, they're launching a new Metamorpho comic book in conjunction with this. So hopefully that, you get to see something. I'll definitely check that out. I love it when they start a kind of a new run. Kind of always want to check that out. But I think Anthony Carrigan, what a great actor. Just great. When he played Victor Zsasz, it was hilarious. It was menacing. It was everything. The fact that he's going to get to play this character, awesome. The makeup, the special effects, whatever they're doing to him to make him look like he's looking right now, can't complain. It looks great. It really looks great. And this is the only real shot you get of him. And I have a feeling he's going to play a bigger part in this film because he's a reluctant hero, right? He goes through, he works within the Stag Industries. Usually they're his benefactor. He's a sometimes ally. Sometimes he's turned down being a member of the Justice League. He's sort of he's a very tragic figure. And I think he's going to play a much bigger role in this film than what this trailer is letting on, because they only give us a little glimpse of him. You know how they kind of like to set up expectations one way and then swerve you. I think this is the swerve. Again, you get that shot of Hawk Girl coming in, great. I think she's going to be a part of this storyline.
I think they're setting him up for more beyond this movie. You don't release a comic book line in conjunction.
Yeah.
And then have him play a significant role, probably, or at least a somewhat major role. You know what I mean?
True. You know what we don't see in this trailer? Supergirl.
Yeah, I didn't see
Supergirl. Unless I blinked and missed it.
Me neither.
I did not see Supergirl.
Me neither.
Not Power Girl. Power Girl, my favorite. But Supergirl. What I would say my favorite, check out her costume. Anyways.
Yeah, that's fair. Respect that.
Supergirl is supposed to be, and then she's going to get I think she gets her own movie next. I forget the slate, the lineup, the way they're going to have it.
Oh, I thought that was a series. I saw what.
No. She's gonna. I think she's getting her own movie.
Yeah, the slate. I saw the title. Yeah. I forget what it was.
But. Again, real interesting. They're leaning very heavy into lanterns, which I think is great. Listen,
I think they're trying to open up the universe.
You got Guy Gardner in this movie. You got Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in the Lantern series coming out for HBO Max. Look, if I get Larfleeze, I'll be happy as a clam. All right. If you want some great comic book storylines, go back and read Emerald Dawn. Go back and read the Sinestro Corps War. Go back and read Blackest Night, Brightest Day. Some of the best storylines of the last 50 years were Lantern storylines. Unbelievable storylines. Loved them. Great. Really get you into the lore. Really put you into a whole world of a whole different universe. So to lean heavily into lanterns, I think, is just the right way to go, because it opens up they're your doorway. All right. Yeah. You're going to have Superman. Eventually you're going to have Wonder Woman and Batman, right? That's your holy trinity of DC, right? There's no success without, if those three aren't successful, then you're not successful. Your franchise, your IP is not going to be just done, right? Dead in the water. So again, okay. So I think with this trailer, this teaser, it does what it needs to do. I'm excited for this film. I want to know more. I want to see more. I'm invested. And I think that's what this trailer does. It gets you invested. It says, okay, James Gunn, a lot of people have problems with him. Sure, I had problems with Creature Commandos when it began. I had some problems with Suicide Squad. I had some problems with Guardians of the Galaxy, right? But he knows his comic book lore. He tries to be as faithful as possible to it. He's respectful of it. And he's trying to build something that fans respect. So we got to give him a shot, right? Well, this trailer says, you know what? I like what he's doing.
I don't think I could agree with you more. I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great.
And again, leaning into the lanterns, that's your game. After you get your big three, lean into the lanterns. I mean, with the lanterns, then you can also you get into space. You get into things like, okay, Lobo. You get into imagine geek comic book fantasy. You get the different colored lantern. You get the War of the Lanterns. You get the Blue Lanterns, the Red Lanterns. You get the Sinestro Corps. You get the Sapphire. You get the Indigo Tribe. You get something like that. You get Larfleeze, the only Orange Lantern. Which, if you've been a fan of this channel for the last year, I love Larfleeze. So looks good. Sounds good. Couldn't be more excited. I don't have any I really don't. I have zero criticism over this trailer. I have zero. I'm sure there's people out there that are gonna crap all over this thing.
I like it. I like it personally. I think it's good.
I think it looks good. I think it just is.
We'll get more later on too. I feel like maybe not this month, but next month.
Yeah.
In the upcoming months, they'll drop more.
I mean, you got a shot of Pa Kent. I mean, it looks like it hits emotional tones when he sits down and puts his arm around his father, on the farm, and it's. I love how they did the farm. I mean, they find yes, Kansas is flat, All right. Okay. We got the little house, not some big grand farmhouse. No, this little house. They're poor. Puts his arm around his father. Like nothing is said. Right. And it's emotional.
I know Smallville's based in Kansas, which is weird because Metropolis is based on New York.
True.
So what state would this be if you think about it?
Chicago? I don't know. Illinois?
Illinois. No, it'd probably be New York still.
Still be New York, right?
Yeah.
Lois has a big role in this teaser trailer. It's obvious that it's the traditional Lois Lane reporter, traditional Clark Kent, Lois Lane. They're friends. They obviously aren't, but they show her with Superman, embracing, kissing, all that couple of times.
Even with Kent as well.
Yeah.
But that could have been after the fact she finds out.
Yeah. It looks like happy. I'm a DC Comics fan. Y'all know that. Not that I'm excited. Yeah. I prefer DC over Marvel. I got nothing against Marvel Comics, okay? Don't hate me. But as a DC fan, you're like, wow, okay, this is
there's hope.
There's hope.
We can get our own universe finally.
Yeah. So yeah, here we go. Metamorpho. The Element Man. Yeah, they're gonna be launching his new comic book. And he is weird looking. But yeah, he can, morph into whatever. We have Lady Metamorpho, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea what the comic book's going to be. The Element Man 1, interior art. Steve Lieber and Lee.
That's your field, buddy.
Yeah, I'll have to read through this. Wow, that's I love that. That's great. Rex Mason, basically. First appearance? Let's see. What was his first appearance in the comics? First Brave and the Bold, number 57 from January 1965. So if you want to look that up, maybe I'll do a video on that. And again, Guy Gardner, here we go. If you don't know Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion looks like Guy Gardner. Look to get the stupid haircut.
Did he have the Green Lantern symbol on him anywhere? No, right? I didn't see that.
I thought he did.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
It wasn't a close-up of his jacket, but I think he did.
He might have.
He definitely had the ring.
He had the look.
Now it wasn't. Now here you got black and green. They had a lot more white on his.
Like the old white.
Yeah, I dug that. I dug that.
I like that.
I really did. Yeah, that was good.
That's what I grew up knowing.
So really excited. Boom. So I hope. Let us know in the comment what you thought. What you think of the trailer. We're gonna post this video. That's what I got. We're going to go on with the rest of our day. We'll be back later on tonight. Got a lot of chores today. It's a busy day. My other son will be arriving on an airplane. So he's out there somewhere. I think he's at the airport now by now. So if you're out there listening, he's never listening.
He's not at the airport.
He's probably at the airport.
He's probably still at his home starting to drive.
No. You know what?
Yeah, his flight's
Yes, I track my sons. Let's see here. Find my...
Still driving.
Let's see where he's at. Yeah? Guess what? He's at the airport.
He just arrived. He's not in it yet.
He's right there. There's the airport. He's right there.
Is he in the terminal? No.
Well, he's
still driving. Told you he's driving. Ha!
I told you he's at the airport.
No, I said he's
literally, he's driving next to the freaking airport.
No, he's not in it though. You're wrong.
Oh, listen,
you're wrong.
Listen, I'm not fully wrong.
You're fully wrong.
I'm not fully wrong.
That's right than I am.
I'm That's
right.
You know what I hate about?
Close the episode.
Can I tell you something? What I hate about when your mother says find your son, right? So I go there because she always wants to know if he's safe.
Right.
Wherever he is, there's American food.
Oh, you see the names of it.
I see the names of it that I can't have, like Dunkin' Donuts and stuff like that.
And you just want to eat it.
Oh, God almighty.
No, I get it.
Anyways. All right, so that's it. We're going to be back later on tonight. We're going to play some video games. We've got a lot more going on. It's a busy day. It's the 19th. It's close to Christmas. So it was a great day for DC fans. I think for comic book fans. I think,
There's a lot of hope to have.
A lot of hope. A lot of hope. Anyways, thanks for checking in with me, and we're gonna check out now. All right, and south of the border, salud, a huevo. And for right now, Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Boom, boom. Let's hit this outro.